Here we go. Here we go. Yeah. Oh god, I should probably move that. There you go. So you can't see unnecessary stuff. Welcome everybody to an impromptu kind of live stream. I wasn't planning on going live just now, but I have just got added something else to my collection. And I needed to share it with you. It's as simple as that. So let me just get the chat up so I can just read El Chato. Let's move it out from there. I think let's make it a little bit more readable. Let me just see if I can make it a bit more. That's kind of better. Okay, so this is going to be a little live stream to share with you guys my latest addition to my collection. Hopefully you can hear me and see me okay. I'm pretty sure you can. I'm going to do my best to remember that I'm actually talking into a microphone now. Let me just move this over here so I can be like, hey, and actually I should lock this so that the tripod doesn't just start falling down. So I'm really excited to get hold of. And what we're going to be unboxing and taking a look at is this here, guys. This is frigging amazing. Okay, this is the Marvel Legends series 2-pack of Grey Hulk and Bruce Banner. Now I've gotten into collecting a few action figures recently, and I'm just really hooked on them, and this one I just had to make the video. I bought this yesterday, right? And I didn't get a chance to unbox it yesterday. So I wanted to make a video, and I'm like, I can't go another night without unboxing this. I just can't. I have to access these figures. I have to pose them. I'm really excited about it. I've recently got my MODOK and my Iron Man. Now I've got these, and I needed to unbox it. I couldn't go another evening going, well, I'll leave it for tonight because I can't make a video. I got a few moments. I managed to find a few minutes in my evening, and I thought, you know what, screw it. Let's quickly go live and let's just crack this open and just enjoy that new toy, that new freshness. I just absolutely love this. Now I know not everyone is a packaging fan, and especially when the packaging doesn't have a window so you can't even see the item. I kind of think that sucks. I think that's something that they need to really fix. I really do feel like that needs to be fixed on behalf of what's it called, on behalf of the Marvel Legends. But I kind of feel like they're doing it obviously for reasons of like making things more environmentally friendly, etc. Let me just see if the chat is working, because I can't see any comments. No, it's going to be rather embarrassing if I check the live stream and see that actually, yes, it's working exactly as it should, and all it is that nobody has actually decided to chat. Okay, currently, yeah, that's all it is. Do you know what it is? There's me expecting lots of chat. It's because there's only 2 of you fuckers out there watching this. So I'm going to just go on with it and not assume that there should be chat or the chat's broken because there's no chat. The chat's not broken. The chat is working fine. There's just no one's watching this. That's cool. That's cool. At least I know now. Kind of embarrassing, but there you go. All right. So let's crack this open. I'm so buzzing to see this. So I just can't wait. It's like I said, we'll quickly go through the packaging. All right, I know not everyone's a fan because there's no windows, but in a weird way, not having window allows them to do a little bit more in terms of design, like box design. And if you look carefully, you've got the figures nicely photographed with different poses, and on the back you've got some cool artwork. And on the side you've got like a nice little pose of Bruce Banner and the Hulk, and then on the other side you've got like the comic kind of animated version. Now this, I believe, is like the original way the Hulk used to look, so that's why he's like all grey and kind of Frankenstein looking. But I think you should have as many Hulk action figures in your collection as you can. I don't think there's anything wrong with having more than one to look at all the different eras, but also just because why wouldn't you? He's such a friggin' cool character. I've got to say my least favorite style of Hulk is actually the Mark Ruffalo look. I don't like the Avengers Hulk. I just don't like the way he looks. He just looks too human. Like I don't know, he's obviously a human. He like I don't know. Anyway, first things, you get some kind of piece of paper when you open the box. What is the piece of paper? It's a warning piece of paper to let you know that this is a choking hazard, so you've got to kind of be aware of that. You don't want to be choking now. And then in the box, there is another box, which is very snug. Very snug. And let me just slide this out, like, slowly. There we go. Oh, okay, so the box is now off, and this is how the figures arrive in some kind of tissue paper situation. It is what it is. I'm not complaining as long as they arrive safely. And first impressions are, yes, this is awesome. So there's some kind of like a bit of cardboard there, which is like a support bit of cardboard just to stop the box from getting crushed, I guess. And to that support bit of supporting piece, like a supporting strut of cardboard, there is a piece of paper, like tissue paper. And if you look inside of it, they've actually put Bruce Banner's glasses. You can just see through the tissue paper. Bruce Banner's glasses are in there. You could easily not notice that and toss that and then not have his glasses, which would be a shame. So I'm just going to carefully rip said bit of tissue paper and very delicately and gingerly hold these glasses up to the camera so you guys can get a close look. So these are the Bruce Banner glasses that are supplied with this figure. I've got to say, they've done a good job. There are like lenses, frames. They're not hinged, so you shouldn't try to close the little arms. That would be a very bad move. You'd break them if you did that. So definitely, you don't want to do that. But those are going to go on Bruce Banner. So I'll put those to the side, and we'll get the package back. And here you have the two figures. Now there is another piece here. Now this includes what feels like Hulk's fists, alternate fists, and also like the pipe accessory. So we'll go through the accessories first before we get to the figures. Why not? So here is, yep, it's like a scrunched like pipe. So it's meant to be a steel pipe, I guess. And you can see there it's been completely scrunched. It's like a dark green wash on it. And that is obviously where the Hulk has gotten mad, snaps this off the wall, and used it as some kind of a weapon. So that's pretty awesome, actually. That is quite a nice accessory. And then we have gotten the Hulk's fists, grey fists. And the fists alone, when you grab them out of the packaging, they really do give you an idea of scale. Look how friggin' huge those hands are. So these are like his grabbing hands, like holding item type of hands. That is pretty insane. When you see the size of those are monstrous. So they're going to be awesome, I think, to have a look at. Just quickly, just have a look at this. All right. Now it's time to get the figures out. The figures themselves need to be released from their prison. We will start off with Bruce Banner, and I'll put his glasses on. So obviously Bruce Banner is just going to be a regular scale figure. And he's just a dude in a lab coat. There you go. Pretty standard, decent. Let's just have a quick look at him. You can see decent head sculpt. I like the hair. His lips look a bit pouty. I don't know if that's just me, but it looks like he's like a little bit pouty for my liking. I'm not sure I can kind of go with that too much. I think they could have done a better job with that. And I'm just not that impressed with that particular look. So I don't know, lips iffy. I do like his shirt and tie. I think that looks pretty decent. Lab coat is okay. He's got decent articulation. One thing I've noticed straight away, which I really do not like, is when you look on the side. So this is how he arrives. You can see the horrible orange, like you can see like the orange shirt appearing through his white lab coat. That is not acceptable in my opinion. I think that's kind of lame. I understand obviously and even when you like move his arm forward, you can see it's just exposed. I do not like that one bit. I actually think that's kind of weak. So that's something I wish they would have actually fixed or like pointed out. He does have double jointed. He's got rotation on his arm, on his upper arm. He's got double jointed elbows. And he's got rotation at the wrist as well as a hinge like on the wrist. So quite a decent amount of articulation. But like I said, that is just ugly. That gap there, that's not cool. I've got to say that is not cool at all. This does take a bit of the buzz away. I was really looking forward to seeing these two figures. This guy here with that massive ugly gap in between I just don't like that. And I think the same thing happens on the other side as well. So it's great that he's got double jointed elbows. That's awesome. So you can really kind of have him do that for some reason. If you want him to have his, like, I don't know, if you want him to kind of be going to grab his glasses, almost like you could have him almost reaching to grab his glasses. That's great. But the gapping between the arm and the coat, that for me is a no. The coat itself is obviously not part of the arm. It's not like removable. You could remove the coat, but it's like a sleeveless affair where Banner's arms are just painted white. So it's not like they've kind of continued his shirt color. He does also have ab crunch, which is great. So yeah, he's got upper thigh rotation. He's got double jointed knee as well. He's pretty decent in terms of his articulation, but that is just not cool, guys. Like, the gapping is not cool, and the fact that his coat is just a sleeveless thing like you'd find on a wrestler, and his arms have just been painted white, that is not cool. Let's see how his glasses fit onto him. Be interesting to see how his glasses work, because they might kind of take him to another level. Who knows? Let me just quickly whack these on. So yeah, let me just see how easily they go on, and whether they sit okay. Hold on, do they sit okay? They sit. I mean, they look a bit weird. If I'm honest, they look a bit odd on him. They do sit okay without too much trouble. Not like they look okay, but they look a little bit oversized, don't they? But they do sit around his ears on both sides, so that's really acceptable, I suppose, to say something. And then, like I said, you could kind of have him with his double jointed elbows. You can have it. So he's kind of reaching for them, like he's just made like a really amazing discovery, and he's like, oh my god, let me just see that I can't believe it, with my own eyes, or let me adjust my specs. So he's got that thing going on, which I think is okay. I will definitely work on a decent pose for him, but this figure is okay at best. I think that's all I can say for him. I can't say he's any better than that. Anyway, he's not the main event, is he? He's not really why you buy this 2-pack of figures. Well, he's important though. He is important. That's why I'm disappointed with the little slips there, and I just can't accept the fact that his arms have just been painted white. I think that's really skanky. I just think that's cheap. And also, he's like, you've got to get the rotation on his shoes okay. He's got like rotation on his ankle, but making him stand is not as easy as I would like. But hey, we'll figure that out. Right, anyway, let's get the real show on the road, and that is the Grey Hulk. Oh no, there's another piece, which is the other head sculpt for the Hulk. Have a quick look at that as well. Hey Shazad, you prefer the Honky Tonk Man figure? No, you know what? I'm not happy with the Bruce Banner. I'll be honest with you, I'm not happy. And thank you for popping in. For some reason, I'm guessing no one's seeing this live stream, but it's to be expected. Anyway, now that is a nice head sculpt. That is awesome. Let me see if we can get that in focus. That is so cool. He's looking miffed there. He looks absolutely like, don't mess with me, I've had a bad day. I love that head sculpt. That head sculpt could be the one that goes on him permanently, but now is the time. Now this is what it's all about, right? He's heavy as well. Oh, this is awesome. I'm so chuffed with it. Oh yes, I'm in love. I am in love with this figure. Wow. If you love Hulk, you just have to have this dude in your collection. He is a chunk. He stands obviously very easily because of his size and weight, but man alive, look at that. That sculpt is really good as well. That sculpt, look at him with his teeth out. He's kind of like snarling, giving it a bit of a grimace there. He's got his ripped shirt, which is easy, which just sits on him. It just sits on him, but that reveals his like butterfly kind of shoulder joints there. This guy's got some great articulation. This considering how big he doesn't have double jointed elbows, but that's because obviously he's got such huge arms. And he comes fitted with both his fists, so you can have him in like the fighting kind of, like the fight, like he's vascular. He's got the veins popping, like on through on his biceps, veins on his pecs. There, he looks mad. This is like the OG Hulk, Shazad. This is like the OG Hulk figure. Man, this thing is huge. Now let's see him in comparison to obviously Bruce Banner. Bruce Banner, there he is, Bruce Banner. And the angrier the Hulk gets, obviously the bigger and stronger he gets. This is friggin'... You know what? This guy makes up for how crappy the Bruce Banner is, I think. Oh, this is freaking awesome. Just loving it. The chunky joints. Wow. His head articulation is actually not bad. Not bad. But he is huge. He's got the upper thigh rotation. He's got a double jointed knees, so that's good. So you can get more, so you could get like a more dynamic pose of him like running, and like maybe about to jump, and also with the butterfly joints, it's like having that cocked kind of like I'm about to smash something look, like, like that is freaking awesome. Wow. Yeah, all right, let's see what it looks like with the other head. Let me just pop that off and see if I can put the other head sculpt on. Hopefully it won't be too hard. Oh, there it goes. Yeah, so, see that one, he kind of, you could have him in a more still kind of pose with that. I don't think that one works with like a more dynamic pose. So if you were going for a more kind of like Hulk, just standing there looking mean pose, I think you could definitely rock that head sculpt. I think this head sculpt looks awesome, but it limits your posing options, I think. Whereas with this head sculpt, I think you just have, I think this head sculpt just lends itself to like more like, like he's about to smash something, Hulk smash. Oh my god, what a great figure. He's gonna look awesome next to my other Marvel figures. He's just, Hulk figures are just great anyway. I think Hulk figures are just one of those things that I love. He's just beastly, absolutely beastly. I'm gonna really find a good way to get him to stand and pose. But wow, I love this. I think this has become amongst my favorite action figures. His ab crunch is decent. The range on his movement is pretty damn good considering how big a bit of plastic he is. I really love this. I would like to have him kind of like doing like that kind of, I'm about to smash something, like arm out like that. And then in his other hand, he could be grabbing, like holding like the pipe thing perhaps, or you could actually swap the hand out where it's about to kind of smash and do that. How's the shop been? Brutally honest, it's been pretty bad. The shop's not been great this year. It's been bad for a while, so it's not great. But we're looking at ways to improve things. But yeah, the footfall is just it's just not there. Today we had like one sale for a tenner, and that was it. And that's like Saturday is like the only good day. I know some of it's going to be the time of year. We tend to be busier in the summer holidays, etc. So it's just what it is. I'm not going to kind of go into it too much, but yeah, not been going great. But we'll figure something out. We're definitely obviously looking at more online type stuff. So yeah, working on just keeping the website going. And then obviously now we can mess around with things like Whatnot as well. I've got TikTok shop going as well, which has been good. TikTok shop is actually really good because TikTok are doing a lot of subsidizing of products. Hey, Shipping Sunshine, thank you for popping in. Really appreciate it. I was just showing off my Hulk figure. Absolutely love him. Now I'm thinking, should he be going for I think a punch and holding a crushed pipe versus swinging? Wanted to pop in to say hello, hope it picks up for you. Thank you for popping in, Shipping Sunshine, appreciate it, and thank you for the kind sentiment. It's always appreciated. It's really nice of you. So yeah, I'm thinking, I think I prefer the kind of holding. Let's see if he's like holding this. Let me see how easy it is to changing hands and stuff is actually really surprisingly easy. And then it's a case of, can I get that into his gripped hands. I don't know if I can. You know what? I think it's only on that hand that you're meant to have this pipe. You're meant to have it on that hand only. So that's kind of a weird situation. That's a much smaller. He's got a much smaller grip on that hand there. So really, if I do want him to kind of have a punch, it's got to be on this hand. If I want him to be kind of punching something, he's got to be cocking his arm back and punching like with that hand, and then this hand he could actually have the holding the pipe, because that's the hand that's been designed with the large enough grip. So that I think sells it down because he keeps opening the toys instead of selling them. No, this is specifically for me. These are specifically for me. This is all. Oh yeah, so then you can have him holding the kind of pipe with that hand, and then I'm gonna so that's his grip kind of there, and then I can still have him cocking that arm back and twisting his shoulder like he's about to smash something. There's loads of options. Hey Antoinette, thank you for popping in. There's loads of options with him. I really do think he's freaking awesome. I do need to get that to kind of grip better. Just decline that. I do want him to kind of grip that a bit better, but yeah, definitely, because he's just dropped it. But I love the butterfly kind of shoulders are great, because then you can do like this is this has got to be my favorite figure. So I recently got like the Iron Man with the plasma cannon, and we've got MODOK as well, and now I can happily add Grey Hulk and Bruce Banner to the lineup. I think I love like the ripped detail on his pants, on his like one of his legs has got like the ripped detail. Just superb, really, just superb. That really, I think, wraps it up. I don't think I've lost any. There's nothing else. I hope I've not missed something else. I don't think I have. I think that is everything. So I can put his ripped shirt on as well. I am loving this figure, really am. I'm so he does look badass. He does. He's just great. I've got to find a good way of posing him though, like a really solid way, because there's so many options. You can make him. I think you could make this figure look very dynamic in his pose and make him look super cool. So I do want to work on that. The website's doing as well. Shazad, being honest, it's okay. Obviously driving traffic during website is not super easy. We get a few sales a month, but nothing special. Our focus really going forward is going to be to just like do a lot of online toy fairs. Toy fairs have been good. Can't grumble with those. Comic Cons, we trying to get onto the Comic Con scene. Obviously still doing eBay. Selling stuff on eBay is always good. Recent pickup, for example, I got this lovely little camera for $5. Tested it, it all works. It's a Nikon digital camera, but as you might be able to tell, it's a waterproof camera. So that's like 5 into hopefully 60 or 70. Hey, Chris Tyler. So, we're still going to be obviously doing the eBay. The Whatnot's going to be a bigger thing, I think, going forward, because that's a great way of selling stuff. Had a really good little Whatnot sale earlier today, which was quite motivating, because you were able to get some good prices for the stuff we got. And obviously it just turns it over. So it goes quite well. Focusing on those things. But yeah, being honest, guys, it's been a tough couple of months on it, but it's such is life. If it was easy, everyone would be doing it. But yeah, we're still moving okay. But at the moment, honestly, Saturday is like the only day that's really worth opening in the shop. All the other days are just like really, like I could do so much better just going out, sourcing on eBay rather than being stuck in the shop where no one's coming in. But when it comes to a Saturday, that's a good day. But and like I said, there are other factors at play, the time of year, etc. The area we're in is very touristy, so we tend to get busy when it's half term, end of term. The summer holidays is our best period. And also the events. So for example, the rally stage is happening. There's a rally event which is in the next week or two. I think it's next week maybe. I need to check my diary, but we've got it penned down. And during those 2 days, it's like a Friday, Saturday. It's gonna be like super busy. I think it's Friday, Saturday. It might not be. There's 2 days anyway. 2 days, and they have rally cars coming through the town, and that brings in stacks of people throughout the area and from like other towns. And those evenings are always good. And then obviously we have like the festivals during the summer, and we have the Victorian Festival at Christmas. So those types of things, those are the events really that it pays off. But like on certain days, like at the moment, obviously being winter, being rainy and wet, like today was just rubbish. But you know, such is life. Chris Tyler says you could sell only cool cakes, food, different shapes. I don't sell any more to Ship Sunshine. I basically retired myself now, and yes, Whatnot is a viable selling tool. Whatnot is, I tell you what, Whatnot is surprising. I think a lot can happen with it, especially if you can create a buzz in your chat kind of thing. Like we didn't have a big audience earlier today. It was only about 15 people, 20 people tops, I think we had. And because it was like, because we had a good but because there was a good buzz in the actual audience, items were going for decent money. Like yes, some stuff did sell for a couple of quid and whatnot, and some stuff sold for £1, but a lot of stuff actually did a lot better, and I think a lot of it was down to because there was a good buzz in the room, a good energy. So I do think if you're like if you're a seller on Whatnot, I'd definitely say go on there when you're in a solid mood to go on there, and you can really like affect things in that respect. So I've just noticed the time, guys. It's 8 o'clock, which means I'm about to go and pick up my daughter and then obviously make my way home. So I do thank everyone that's joined me for my incredible Hulk and Bruce Banner unboxing. Really chuffed to add these figures to my collection. I'm very, very happy with these. I'm going to be definitely seeing what kind of awesome poses I can get with this. Thanks for popping in, guys. Do appreciate it. Like the video, share it and all that jazz, and I will see you guys later. Thanks.